What ho, everybody? Ian here. You catch me working on the figures for Bontofts. I'm using the acrylic marker pens, trying these out for painting my figures for Bontofts. So we'll see what happens with those. I've ordered a huge set of these from Amazon. I mean, I don't know what, I've got about 80 some markers here, varying colours and tints of colours. Hopefully there's enough here for me to work with. I've noticed that already some of the markers cover better than others. You can see here on this fellow, the skin tone hasn't covered so well, and the red on the jacket. I'm just giving the jacket a second coat of red there. But you can see that this guy here with his blue, denim blue overalls on, well, that seems to have covered pretty well. So I guess different colours will cover differently. But this is the guy I want to get finished, because this is the guy who is going to drive the battery folding cab Clayton. So I'd like to get him finished. I've already tweaked him a bit. The figure came from Midwest Rail. I found them on Etsy. They do some very nice looking figures. I'm really pleased with this one, since I can't get hold of Model U because of the tariff situation at the minute. This guy will do perfectly well. He doesn't come with the safety helmet. I lopped the top of his head off and shaped it, and then I had one last Model U safety helmet that I glued in place on top. So he's nice and safe for working in a sand pit. So from this side you can see that well, you just colour in. It's kind of like it's colouring in, which is kind of like I don't know, it's psychologically, for me, it's better than painting, actually, because even though I'm allegedly an art student, I do not enjoy painting at all. So and you can see from this guy, well, the coverage looks okay through the video, but when I'm looking at this close up, the coverage isn't that good, and so second coats are definitely needed here. So there is one color I really want to try, see if it works, and it's this baby, of course, yellow, because yellow is notoriously bad for covering in any. There we go. So here he is. It's looking pretty good. I mean, like I said before, it looks better on the coverage of any of these paints looks better on the video than it actually does in real life. So anyway, it's looking quite acceptable. I certainly think it's going to need a second coat here for sure. So that's not too bad, and actually doesn't look too bad in real life as I've been doing it. How about a blue for some jeans for him then? So I've got this, looks like a light sort of blue, so I'll put this one on first. Oh gosh, look at that. That is, I mean, for me, looking here right now, that looks like that is covering really well, really thick, really thick. Another good colour to try would be black for the safety boots. So we will, we've got the black here, and so we will see how well that covers. Of course, it doesn't look, the shape of his footwear doesn't really look like he's got safety boots on, but it looks like black. It looks like black is covering well. And well, yeah, I did expect black to cover well. Anyways, there he is then, sat in the cab of the Clayton. Now, he looks really good. I mean, I've used a basic grey for a sweatshirt and then put in some shadows with a bit of a darker grey, and I've got some worn patches on the knees of his jeans, which was just done by putting a lighter shade of blue on there and just smudging it a bit. So yeah, I think that one looks really good for what it is, for my first attempt with these acrylic paint markers. So quite there we go. Hope you got something out of my first experience with acrylic paint markers. Quite enjoyed using them, so I'm going to be using them some more. Anyway, I noticed the other day that we are pretty much at 90 micro layout related videos on this little YouTube channel. So number 100 is just a few weeks away. Well, 10 weeks to be exact. And so I thought I should mark that with something special. So yeah, we're calling it Project 100. Yes, so what's Project 100 going to be? Well, it's going to be a project layout. I mean, quite obviously, really, when you think about it, yeah. So it's going to be one of those daily project layouts, like the good old Wing It's Recycling 7-day layout, or even the Stafford Ledge tramway up there behind me. But it's going to be a little bit different. You can get involved. Now, see, in the past, quite a few people have asked me about starting a Patreon or a membership for the channel, and I've laughed it off, because I don't think my work's good enough for you to have membership of a channel or something. But I mean, there are loads of modelers doing it. People even send trains in, and I'm not talking about manufacturers. People will send model trains to some of these YouTube creators to run on their projects. So clearly I'm missing the boat somewhere. So I'm going to make it so that you can support this project layout. So you can do that by making a donation to the project, and that will help decide the standard of the layout. If nobody donates anything, well, I will just build the layout with the stock I've got, with the track I've got, with the probably the foam core board that I've got. So if nobody donates, it's just going to be a bog standard micro layout on a foam core board. But the more you donate to it, the more that the higher standard we can get sorted to. So I see, if we raise enough cash for sheet of MDF, then I will build the layout on a sheet of MDF. If we can raise enough money for some track, then, well, I'll go out and buy some track instead of using recycling track from old layouts. So maybe we'll go the whole hog and end up with a micro layout in a cabinet. Who knows? I don't. Anyway, what will you get out of it? Well, I'm going to record this on YouTube. So, and I will record what I'm doing. I'll record it daily. And if you contribute to the project, then you will get a daily video update, ask me questions, I'll answer them, and you can watch me have problems with soldering, you can watch me have problems with all kinds of stuff, and you can watch me work through them, and you can just follow along with the layout build like that. So if you make a donation through the Micro Model Railway Dispatch Buy Me a Coffee and email me that you've done that, and then I can add you to the list. I'll put you on an email list, and when the build starts, then you'll get the video link daily to follow on with the daily project. Now, so what's the layout project going to be? Well, remember this baby? This simplicity sidings sort of thing, inspired by James Hilton's recent nano project, N-scale switching layout. Well, I'm going to build mine in O-scale because, well, what do I have? I mean, I've got so much O-scale here. I mean, I've got the Dapol Sentinel. I've got loads of wagons that would fit on a small shunting layout in O-scale. So that's the deal. I am going to build this in O-scale. And I'm telling you about this layout now because, well, as you know, I'm off to the UK in a couple of weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks, I think I'll be there. And so if I need, so it'd be nice to go into a British hobby shop and buy some bits and pieces for this layout, so I don't get subjected to whacking tariffs if I was to order them from here. Anyway, so that's the scoop there. So I will let you know nearer the time when I'm actually going to start the project. I think as it's getting close to 100 and with 10 weeks out, I will probably start it in the new year as a New Year's project. So that gives you plenty of time to think about it and save a bit of coffee money and send that in to buy me a coffee. But buy me a coffee instead of buying yourself a coffee. So you buy me a coffee to build the layout instead of buying yourself a coffee. So that's the scoop on Project 100. I hope you'll get involved. The next couple of weeks are going to be busy, but then again, I said that about the last couple of weeks as well. But Micro Model Railway Dispatch will be out in a few days, and then I will be getting on a plane to the UK for 2 weeks. So things are going to be pretty hectic. Can't promise that there will be regular weekly updates for the next month or so. So we will see what happens. And so in the meantime, build that model, lay that track, run that train, but above all, have fun. And I'm going to get back to working on these figures for Bontofts. See you next time.